This is what we call voter suppression. This is what we go through to vote. In case anyone was wondering, we all knew that voting was today. And only in my neighborhood, people are waiting an hour after the polls open to vote. And they're saying,
we were prepared for voter suppression in America today, but rarely does anything get as flagrant as this. Listen to the absurd excuse as to why these people have been waiting in line for over an hour to vote.
Election day started an hour ago in my neighborhood, and we don't have cords. We all knew that voting was today, and only in my neighborhood, people are waiting an hour after the polls open to vote. And they're saying that we don't have power cords. Opportunistic. Everyone in the world knew we were going to vote today. And in my neighborhood, there are no power cords. Building is full of power. No power cords. All these dedicated people waiting to vote. This is what we call voter suppression. This is what we go through to vote. In case anyone was wondering, as you will see, no one in the voting precinct voting. No one is voting. Precinct is empty.
Now, I'm sure the fact that this polling place is predominantly black in Gwinnett County, which is a quarter black, has nothing to do with it. Secretary of State Brian Kemp in Georgia has been pulling out all the stops to make sure that it's as difficult as possible to vote in the state. And it wasn't just at this polling place. Georgians have been flocking to Twitter with horror stories about how machines aren't working. In 2018, we have Wi-Fi on planes. We took pictures of Pluto, and they're clear. But we can't figure out how to plug in a voting machine? One Twitter user explained how hundreds of people have left her polling site in the hours after 7 a.m. when polls opened because not a single voting machine was working. It wasn't until 11:30 a.m., more than 4 hours later, that polls there finally opened. To those of you experiencing voter suppression today, stay in line. If it takes hours, then you wait, and you vote, and you knock the people who think that you don't deserve a voice in our democracy the hell out of office.
This is what we call voter suppression. This is what we go through to vote. In case anyone was wondering,